We're at such a pivotal spot because I felt if all the influencers would have got together and through an event to support all of the thousands of people that were in our programs, that joined our programs, that spent thousands, millions of dollars with us, if we just would have rented out, let's say, Atlanta Stadium, let's say $300,000, 400,000. That would have been nothing for 10 influencers to put that money forward. And if we would have invited every single person who we helped, like free to get in, it's no cost. If we'd invited everybody in our program, everybody who joined our mentorship, everybody who received something from everybody who invested in us teaching them, those success stories, I 100% feel like we would not be in a space now where it's so quiet and so many people are giving up on trying to find the answer. And it feels that way, and it is that way. So let's just be honest about it. Social media is not reflecting the high energy that it did before of people who wanted to learn and believed that the person who looked like them could teach them and they would learn from them. There was a lot of lifestyle being portrayed and showed, and we have some people who invested in a lifestyle and not the information. But what I'm saying is if we would have through that one event, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 people, every one of us getting on stage to teach and thank people and just give them free information, bring your family, that message would have reverberated throughout the whole United States. It would have reverberated across the continents. They would have seen people who look like us on stage teaching more people who predominantly would have been Black and brown people, not alienating anybody else, but that was really our core audience. Us giving back to them, that media coverage, that thing there would have made and pushed the platforms, the news, the papers, all this. We would have had a powerful voice right now during this time of elections and making demands. Because it's all about showing who's unified. And when I first got into this space and went to my first big event, and I spoke to guys, and there were people who I met, and I did some spectacular numbers, me and my partners, Marvin and Ash, and they were like, yo, we got to pass y'all numbers of what you did and eclipse your sales record. And I said, that's cool, but wouldn't it be dope if we all just got together and did something for everybody for free? And that was over 3 years ago. And I knew in my heart that this thing we are doing, if we didn't come together and show the unified front, that it would start to get quiet and die down. And I'm not saying it's too late, but what I'm saying is we're not on the pulse of the people anymore. There are other people, other cultures who've been doing this for 20 years, helping and teaching people, 15, 20 years working together. And my thing was, I wanted us to make a career out of this. But at the same time, I wanted us to help people through this and stay in contact with those people and have them bring more people. See, the key to doing this thing is not just giving the information to one person, it's giving the information to that person to make sure they give the information to their family, because you don't want the combination to the safe to die with the person who you gave the information to. That's so important. People at the bottom tend to compete, but people at the top, they tend to collaborate. And that's heavy. That's hard. What is this competitive thing that inside our space, a lot of us in our culture would compete and not collaborate to do what's the greater of the good. What I'm saying is just look at the track record of when we put things together, want to build something, try to build something. But there was one thing I've learned, and I got to give it to my guys in Atlanta. Y'all are some sticking together, working together individuals. Like that, even in hip hop, man, I got to give it to them. When they grab hold of hip hop, they all work together. They could have had some great things amongst themselves, but it never got out.